Okay. Oh, I do not like this. Have me looking on this YouTube. But okay, so yesterday I was talking about toxic people, and I said I was gonna come back and after watching Love After Lockup and do a review on this. So I want to talk about Love After Lockup and how toxic those individuals are to each other. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to discuss each couple probably each week. Like prime example, we're gonna talk about Amber and Poppy, uh, Shane, what's his name, Lacey and Sean. Talk about them. Let's talk about Andrea flipping out with Lamar about his daughter. Um, who are Sarah and Michael? Sarah and Michael. Oh my gosh. So we'll talk about them. But mostly importantly, my first couple that I want to talk about on Love After Lockup is Chanel, and I think his name is Quaylen. Yes, Chanel and Quaylen. Um, I okay. Here's my take. If you watch Love After Lockup, and I probably have missed a few episodes because I'll be working. So but from last night, what I saw was okay. So Quaylen goes all the way to Missouri to see uh, Chanel and her daughter to surprise them, so that way they can get back together. And he's trying to work on, getting his girl back while they broke up. Apparently, he was texting some other female, and she sent him back to Houston. But this is the thing that gets me with them, with this particular couple. She has a 5-year-old daughter. This little girl is calling this man daddy. Now, remind you, Quaylen has been locked up. So apparently Chanel had to introduce them over the phone or whatever, like, hey, this is daddy, this is daddy. What gets me is that they both don't realize how toxic that the toxicness that they have, how it's going to affect the little girl. Because the little girl calls him daddy. And when Chanel is referring to him, to the daughter, she always say your daddy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know these people. There's not. I'm just speaking on what I see on TV because they put their business on TV. So why not talk about it? So correct me if I'm wrong. Why would she have a little girl calling him the dude daddy? Why? So now when they have problems and they going through stuff, guess who get affected by it? The daughter. The daughter gets affected by it. And it's just, she should have never, in my opinion she should have never introduced him as daddy to her daughter. Because for one, for him being locked up for so long and he gets out, of course he's going to try to put his feet in the water and touch other stuff or talk to other females or whatever. But now she has this little girl that's involved, and her cousin, Chanel's cousin, is very protective over her. And on the episode last night, he stated that he you can't save anyone that doesn't want to be saved. So how many times have we put ourselves in a situation where we thinking that we saving our friend or our sibling or whoever from somebody, and to turn around they end up right back with them. So he's like, forget it. Like, I'm so waiting for the next episode when all the stuff blow up and it's the fights and whatever's going. But she should never had her daughter calling that man daddy. without them being married or pushing it on the little girl. The little girl looks so sweet and she's beautiful. And now they got all this stuff going on. So and it hits him like he genuinely loves the little girl. I cannot take that from him. But now the little girl gotta be put in the middle of their situation. And see, that's why when I always talk about toxic people, because people don't realize when they're toxic how they affect others all around them, all around them, how they affect others. So now here she is. She don't know if she want to be with him. She done went on a date with somebody else. Okay. The other guy she went on a date with seemed like he was pretty nice. But her cousin said, so you just went to him. I guess the guy was just a rebound at that time. So that's why she ended up with him. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand because she seemed like she got a head on her shoulders. She seemed like, she's a really beautiful girl and that she really can find someone that is fruitful for her and someone that's going to always also be fruitful for her daughter. But how when both of them are toxic to one another? Both of them are giving each other, sticking all that poison inside of each other. And that's why I say you have to really love yourself and know what you want for yourself before you want to bring somebody into your life and bring somebody around your children. And she got this man out of jail that she met through whoever, and here they go. And it's about to be some mess. They really about to have some mess to go down, and I cannot wait to see what they having to go down because, baby, the way she was screaming, and uh, apparently the house got tore up. I don't know, but honey, I am waiting on this to go down. Now, another couple, I'm sorry, I want to talk about is Sarah and Michael. Sarah and Michael. Sarah is gone off Michael. She had the little dude trying to make it seem like he was her boyfriend, but she just only did that because Michael was with the lady in Miami. Sarah is really, really dumb for Michael. I'm sorry. She is really dumb for Michael. And Michael knows this. Here we go again, talking about toxic people. Michael knows how to play Sarah, and Sarah falls for it. And one thing they did uh, on the episode before last night was all that hollering and cussing in front of them kids. Here we go with toxic people, not realizing how they affect others around them. So they doing all this cussing and stuff in front of these children. He telling, she trying to yell at him about he don't tell her thank you. Should nobody have to tell you thank you for being a mother? That's what we do. We take care of our children with or without help. So, but she just goes on, and I'm just like, Sarah, baby, you're gonna have a damn stroke around here, thinking Michael gonna do right by you. Michael's not gonna do right by you. You are Michael has you where he wants to. So when he comes to New York, he gonna come get him some. And then she's sitting up here doing all this stuff back and forth. And she makes it about her, not about those children. And he made that point, like, hey, it's about these kids. And she wanna holler, me, 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 me. No, it's about those children. Once he cheated on you and left you and to be with somebody else, that's when it came to the point of you saying, I'm done. Like she really needs to learn how to love herself. This is where the self-love come in. She needs to learn how to love herself And she needs to learn how to not do all those things in front of her kids, them pretty little girls. And she sit up there doing all the yelling and cussing. Like, what is that going to solve? Especially when Michael done had somebody up in the hotel room 2 nights ago. Now, let's talk about Andrea and Lamar. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a shame that Andrea children have more sense than she does. Andrea children have more sense than she does. Like her son and her daughter are so intelligent. They speak so good, but Andrea is crazy. How you gonna get mad at Lamar about his child? Let's go that toxic stuff. You get mad, but now you didn't took your two daughters out the house because you mad. You want to leave. There go that toxicness again. And you're not realizing how you are affecting your surroundings because you upset. You're not realizing, you're not thinking about the children. You're not thinking about, people that's watching. It's all about you and you in that moment and you screaming and you cursing and you ready to fight, not realizing that now you done spread all this poison. That's why I always tell them toxic people. Toxic people. You can't talk to him. He couldn't talk to her because she felt like everything that he was saying was BS. She did not want to listen to him. If you look at my TikTok from yesterday, and this is the things I talked about, she did not want to listen to him. She overtalked him. It's either her way or no way, but you cannot keep a man from their children. If that man wanted his daughter, Priscilla, to me, his oldest daughter, there was nothing wrong with that. She blew that all the way up. It's crazy. And he takes her back and not realizing, I think something wrong with him because he's not even realizing the toxicness that he allows her to do. And he sit there and take it. He takes it. And then when people are toxic to you, they don't care about nobody but them. Whatever, however they feel, that's all they care about. They don't care or they won't go above and beyond for you. They don't want to listen. They interrupt. They never take responsibility. They never want to apologize. They always going to be mean to you. They find a way to be mean, and you don't even have to be doing anything for them to be mean to you. You could just move something out the way, and here they go. You always moving something. There you go. Those people are toxic. And in order for you to have a peaceful life, in order to get your peace, you got to go through every person that you deal with. Every person that you deal with. And once you go through each person, you got to analyze them. And once you realize that, hey, are they good for me? Are they good for my peace? Is this relationship healthy for me? Once you realize it, analyze them, hey, move on. Let them go because your peace and your happiness is what matters because it's for you, not them, for you. So if they're interrupting your peace and if they want to bring you drama and if they want to cause all kind of chaos and they don't want to sit down like adults and have a conversation and listen and communicate, cut them off. Cut them off. We only have one chance at this thing called life. And there's no need for us to allow people to come in thinking that they can disturb our peace and want to make us be unhappy and sad all the time because of what they have going on. No, we just let them be. Better sleep, better peaceful life. You don't have to deal with any of that. Sorry, my son. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to go over, talk about love at the lockup and things that I was noticing last night. And then also, if you watch Love at the Lockup, watch how many times they use the word toxic. Watch and see how many times they say this person is toxic, their actions is toxic. I mean, I'm telling you, toxic people are everywhere. And I refuse to allow anyone to disturb my peace. But y'all have a nice night. Thank you for tuning in for my weekly Love at the Lockup review.